What is up, everybody? It's your boy Receiver today, and we have to talk about this ridiculous post right here from the Sony fanboy. Now, I don't know why do Sony fanboys get joy out of paying more for video games. It's like last generation we paid $6 for a brand new video game. Now we're paying 70, and Sony fanboys couldn't be even happier. I don't know why they want to pay more for video games. I just don't understand it. It just makes zero sense to me. But this is what this fanboy wrote right here. With Call of Duty breaking franchise records and God of War Ragnarok breaking PlayStation records, I think it's safe to say the $70 discussion is officially over forever, and I'm so happy to never hear it again. Now, because these two games did extremely well, 1 billion earned in 10 days from Modern Warfare, and 5.1 million earned in about a week from God of War Ragnarok. That doesn't mean the discussion is over with. It doesn't mean people are going to be completely happy with paying $7 for a video game. These are just the exceptions. Like Call of Duty was a anticipated Call of Duty game about the regular Call of Duty games. People didn't hype up the previous Call of Duties like they did this one. So, of course, this is going to sell extremely well. And Ragnarok is a brand new God of War entry, so that's going to do extremely well too. But all these other games dropping at $70, it's not going to be the move. A lot of these games are just going to flop because people are going to pay $70 for all these other titles. So this doesn't justify anything. It doesn't mean that this discussion is over with. It's just like you got two anomalies at the $7 price. That's the $7 video game launching price points. As like, of course, like the sports games that come out at $70, they can sell for $70 because super casuals are gonna buy those games. They probably buy like 1 or 2 games a year anyway. But once again, I just hate this narrative they're trying to say that the discussion is over with. $7 games is completely fine now because these two games did well. When it's like, no, that's not gonna be the instance. All these other games dropping at 70 is gonna flop. Like that one game, The Quarry, which dropped to $70. That like interactive movie type game. That game flopped. And there's several other examples as well too, but these games flopping. Let me talk about the ones that do good, not the ones that flop at that price point. So let's see what people got to say about this. $70 was just another thing people wanted to blame PlayStation for. Why sports games started? I mean, PlayStation was the one out the big three who adapted that price point. So they kind of did start it. Microsoft or Nintendo didn't do the similar price point first, but Sony was the one who did it first. So it kind of is their fault. Like it doesn't matter if a random sports publisher does it. It's like it depends on if the other major companies do it, and that's gonna follow suit. So I still blame Sony for this nonsense. $7 for cross-gen games is a bad discussion. When PC has them for 60, until PC has them for 70 is when it's truly over. Yeah, PC gamers aren't paying $7 for a video game. It's only console guys who got to do this nonsense. $7 is definitely worth it if the story is as long as God of War. I mean, the only game I've seen that's been worth it so far is God of War Ragnarok. The rest of these $7 games, I wouldn't pay $70 for. The only game that's probably been worth it so far has been God of War. It's like, I don't see why they're charging $20 more. It's the same game. They're making as much money as before in previous times as in the gaming industry. They make as much money now than the previous generations. So I don't know why they're charging us more now, other than they just can. I mean, I don't personally have an issue with paying $10 more for games, but I think it's super weird to actually be celebrating like it's a good thing for gamers. They get happy, you can charge more. I don't know. Maybe that's why Jim Ryan raised the prices of their games and their consoles, because they get happy, you can charge more for whatever reason. It's just weird. This is the opposite of a win, mate. Yay for more expensive media, am I right? It's just the most bizarrest thing. Geez, only this gen of gamers are happy being robbed. Can't say I'm surprised. Call of Duty is not worth 70. I'll say it again. It's the same game for full price every year. God of War definitely is worth the $70 though. If Ragnarok ends the discussion, I will literally record myself pouring ketchup on a hat and attempt to eat it. Maybe barbecue if it's a cowboy hat. We can work out the details. Since the chances of that are higher than them dropping the $7 argument. Yeah, I don't think the argument is going to end. Especially the argument will end when PC gamers got to pay $7 for video games too. That's when the argument fully ends. When PC gamers are paying 70 for video games as well, that's when the argument is going to end. But until then, the argument's still going to go on. It's like it's only going to be very few games that's going to do very well at that's on that price point. $7 for God of War is okay since the game is complete without microtransactions, but $7 for Call of Duty is a scam. Yeah, look at some more comments. You're just a loser, dude. A Sony pay pony. This tweet is just embarrassing. They want to pay more for video games, it seems like. I don't know why you want to pay more, but okay. You will own nothing and you will be happy. The goalpost movement and animosity in the quote tweets is hilarious. All this man got them boys upset over facts. I said before, where there is a demand, there will be a supply. If people want it, they will get it. There was never a shadow roll that prevented this from happening. I'm so happy I'm cheap. Ain't no game worth $70 in my opinion. Especially since they drop so fast anyway. They drop the price so fast anyway. Unless it's like a first party title that's doing really well, they drop really fast. So it's like I can just wait it out so they get cheaper. I'm still not paying 70 like that. So that discussion is not over with. It's still going strong. It's still holding on strong. You're happy that people got scammed into paying more money for no reason? That's your effing takeaway from this, really? Nah, the de-eating is crazy, though. Imagine the PS5 exclusive game sold half of a multi-platform game in China. That is impressive. Why would anyone be happy to never hear it again? It's almost as if these people are happy to pay more. Twitter never ceases to shock me with pure stupidity. Facepalm. And then this game, we gotta talk about this too. How this Pokemon game sold 10 million. A different video. We're gonna talk about that, the sales for that Pokemon game, because that was insane. God of War was sold at $60 on PS4 though. Idiots actually would rather spend more money just because. Y'all should just ask your landlords to charge you extra for their better service. Yes, we'll only go to your landlord to ask him to charge you more. He might as well do this. He might as well do that too. Like, why not just do that? Just tell your landlord to raise the rent by 10%, just because. They shouldn't be charging MF for $7 for video games. Yeah, I agree. It's like it doesn't make any sense, but I think they're doing it just because they can. Because, like I said, the video game industry is making more money than ever before. So why are they charging us more? It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But you got Sony guys who will joyfully defend it though, and it's just like, and they just never want to hear the discussion ever again. But it's like, yeah, we're gonna keep hearing the discussion because PC gamers are getting the same games, and they're not paying nearly the same prices we are. So. It doesn't make any sense. Only console gamers got to pay 70. Well, PC gamers don't. So I'm going to end the rambling right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.